Hello guys, Tarazone5 the 2Spotter here, and today I'm going to be doing a reasons, well, it's a mix between, it's like a combination of a rant and a reasons, like a facts video. This has been going on my mind lately, and I really have to do this rant. It's going to be a rant. I want to tell you guys reasons why living near a volcano sucks. Now, you probably already know, I live in the UK, and there are no volcanoes in the UK. Britain does not have a volcano. We don't have volcanoes, so I'm lucky. But well, we do have volcanoes, but our volcanoes are extinct. Like, they don't erupt no more. They're now mountains now. So people live near them because they're not going to erupt now, because they're extinct. They don't erupt no more. But what if volcanoes are not extinct? What if they're active? What if they're active? Or what if they're just dormant? Like, what if they're dormant? Like, if they're dormant, that means they don't erupt now, but in the future they may erupt again. What if it erupts again? That's why I'm going to make this video. I want to tell you guys reasons why living near a volcano sucks. First reason why living near a volcano sucks: it's too dangerous. Volcanoes in general, they're just dangerous. They're all dangerous. Volcanoes are dangerous. Why are they dangerous? Because they explode. They explode. They shoot rock in the air, like molten lava, ash in the air, and they'll just fly in the air and hit, and they can hit you. They can hit someone's car. They can hit an animal, your house. And those rocks, I'm not talking about like small little rocks. I'm talking about rocks like the size of a car or the size of a house. They're massive. They'll just explode, and they'll fly and hit you and hit someone's house, and you die. And of course volcanoes, they produce a lot of ash and lava, and they'll just, and you know, ash, for example, you know, is toxic. When you breathe it in, you breathe in the ash, you suffocate, you die. And lava, if you step in lava, you'll burn, and if you accidentally fall into a lava lake or anything, you just burn and die. They're just dangerous, man. Another reason why living near a volcano sucks: they're too loud. They're loud. When a volcano erupts, it's loud. It's not quiet. You'll never hear a volcano erupting in silence. No, they are loud. You know, it's not like a little pop. You know, when you see a volcano erupt, it's not that. It's a massive. It's a huge explosion. You know, especially you're sleeping in the middle of the night. You're sleeping in the middle of the night, you know, you're having a good sleep, you're having a good dream, but all of a sudden you hear an explosion and you wake up. You know? Like, let's say for example, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, yeah, I haven't mentioned it, but you have to, in fact, like, what do? You live in a town or a city or a village, and there's a volcano just up the road. You're sleeping. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're sleeping. You're enjoying your sleep. You're having a good sleep. You know, you're going to sleep because you've got work in the morning. If you're a little kid, you've got school in the morning. You have to go sleep. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear an explosion. You hear a boom. And you wake up. And then you look out the window and you see a volcano erupting. There's ash in the air, lava going down, flowing down, and the lava's going towards your city. So what do you have to do? You have to leave. You have to evacuate. You have to escape. So what you have to do, you have to tell you either wake up. Well, the explosion will wake everyone up, and you have to get your bags packed. You have to get your bags packed. You have to quickly get your bags packed. Get your food packed. Get your toys packed or whatever. You have to be fast and you have to be quick before the lava or the ash gets to your city, and you have to be really fast. You need to get dressed. Like if you're in your pajamas, you have to walk out in your pajamas. You haven't got time to get dressed. You have to get out in your pajamas. Or let's say if it's a really hot day, it was a very hot night, and you're just sleeping in your underpants, and you have to walk out in your underpants. You haven't got time to put your clothes on because a volcano's erupted. It sucks. And of course, you come out your house, you have to leave, and then you realise you left your phone. It sucks if you left something behind that is important. Like you left your phone behind. If you left your phone behind, you can't go back inside and get it because it's too late. The lava's coming. Your house is going to be destroyed. You have to be quick to evacuate before it gets worse. That sucks. Once again, I live in the UK. I don't have to experience. We haven't experienced an eruption, so we don't, because there's no volcanoes here. So yeah, but places like Hawaii, Japan, Iceland, there's volcanoes everywhere, and they have to deal with that. They probably have to go through that. They have to deal with that. I feel bad for those countries. Yeah, I feel bad for those countries that have a volcano, an active volcano, because they have to, when a volcano erupts, they have to go through that horror. Yeah, they're loud. They can wake you up. Number 3, another reason why volcanoes sucks. Living near a volcano sucks. Fissures. You'll never know. A volcano may develop a fissure. If you don't know what a fissure is where a volcano, let's say for example the volcano, yeah, and if the crater where the lava comes out of, if it's blocked, that means there's nowhere for the explosion to happen. So the volcano, what it does, I'm going to draw a picture of it so you guys can understand. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is a child's drawing of a volcano. Okay, so as you can see, that's the volcano. Just if I just get that. Here you go, that's the volcano. That's the cone of the volcano. People call it the flank, but it's called a cone. That's the cone. That's the magma chamber. I'll say MC. And that's the crater right there. Crater. I'm not sorry for my rubbish writing, but there you go. There's a crater. Okay, so you probably know if you did geography or science class, you know the parts of the volcano. This is for the people who don't know the parts of the volcano. So here it is. So a fissure is where a volcano is where a fissure is where the ground opens up if there's too much pressure in the volcano. So basically what I mean is, I'm going to draw it, but normally volcanoes, lava and the pressure escapes out there. That's where it escapes, out through the crater. But if the crater is blocked, which is called a caldera, if a volcano has a caldera, which means that it's like a little plug, and it blocks off the pressure. So as the pressure is building, there you go, pressure's building, it has nowhere for it to explode. So what it has to do is a volcano will create like a tunnel. As you see the red line, it creates a tunnel, and then what it will do is it will explode there. The ground will open up, and that's called a fissure. That's what it will do. So if it only happens if there's a caldera. So the volcano, all the pressure will build up over there. So because the crater's blocked, and that's called a fissure. So that's how a fissure is formed. And can you imagine that your house is right where the fissure has opened? Oh my gosh, that would be horrifying. That would be horrifying. If a fissure's underneath your house, that would be horrifying. Oops, dropped my iPad. God. You know, fissures, there's this town. Back in 2018, there is this village. Is it a village? I'm not. It's this Hawaiian little town. It's like a little village. It's called Leilani Estates, and that village. It's an estate really. It's not really a village, but I don't care. It's an estate. So Leilani Estates, yeah, was a little. It's like a little estate. It's an estate basically, and it's near the Kilauea volcano. And what happened on that day was Kilauea erupted. Now Mount Kilauea is a volcano in Hawaii that erupts non-stop. It's been erupting since the 80s, 1983 I think, and it just won't stop erupting. And what happened on that day was that volcano had a caldera. You know the diagram I just showed you, where it has that big plug, that black thing on the crater? Yeah, it had that. And there's pressure building inside the volcano. So what happened was, all the energy is going towards Leilani Estates, and it exploded. It created a fissure, and all the energy's been released. And that was in the middle of a road. And the fissure erupted in the middle of a road. It was an empty road, and then it just exploded. And then they had to close the road because there's a fissure there. And then weeks later, that fissure was getting bigger and bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it was getting so big that people have to leave their homes because a volcano's erupted. That's mad, you know. Can you imagine? You know, can you imagine living there, and then all of a sudden you're driving along, and then all of a sudden you saw lava in the road, and there's a fissure. Oh gosh! And can you imagine, like, if you're trying to escape, there's another fissure forming, and you're just trapped. And you're trapped, and you're dead. There's nowhere for you to escape. Oh my god, that would suck. But yeah, fissures. Number 4 reason why living near a volcano sucks: pyroclastic flows. I'm not sure if I spelt it or pronounced it right. A pyroclastic flow. Now, if you don't know what a pyroclastic flow is it's like, to me, I say it's like a lava flow, but it's not a lava flow. It's an ash flow. So it's when ash basically flows down a volcano. So if I just get rid of this fissure example and give it that caldera, there we go. What can I use as ash? I'll just use this. Use it. No! There we go. Right. Ash, yeah, it comes out the crater like this, yeah. Ash comes like that. That's an ash cloud. But a pyroclastic flow is when the ash flows down a volcano like this. That's mad. And it goes quick. I believe it goes like about, I think, 50 no, wait. I assume like 150 miles per hour, I think. That's friggin' fast. That's what I heard. I think that's how fast a pyroclastic flow can go. It will flow down the volcano. And can you imagine your house is right there? That will completely cover your house. That will completely cover your house. Yeah. And that's what happened in Montserrat. That's what happened in it's a city called Plymouth, Montserrat. Back in 1997, a volcano erupted in Montserrat, and it created a pyroclastic flow. And that flow completely covered that city. Everyone's houses were covered. Houses, schools, churches, cars, lorries are all covered. It's completely covered, and it was so much ash. It was so much ash. It's like, I'll show you. I think I'll show you a Let me show you a picture of Montserrat. Sorry. Sorry, I went to my cousin's house and I was showing my cousin, you know, my to be. Anyways, let me show you Montserrat. There we go. So there's the city. You can see what that volcano's done. Look what it did. That house was completely buried, and it's like up to the roof. I mean, here's a picture of the church. Look at that. That's the top of the church, and the entrance of that church is actually underneath the ash. Like, look at this. That's the top of the church. That's the top of a building. The entrance is underneath. And there you go. Look, that's the street lamp. That's the top of the street lamp. Now, when you see a street lamp, street lamps are tall. If you look up, the light of the street lamp is so high up. Well, now you can touch that street lamp. You can touch the light, because the road is actually underneath the ash. This is what it looks like before. This is before the eruption. Look at that. And all of that is covered with ash. It's before and after picture. You see how completely covered that is. That design right there is now buried. Look at that. And this, there you go. That's a pyroclastic flow. That's what it does. Look. See that? Ash is going down rolling down the hill, going towards the city. Horrifying. Horrifying. Can you imagine? You're in a house. You're stuck. And then all of a sudden, can you imagine you're in a house here, you survived the eruption, and then once you get outside, you can't get outside, there's ash piled up. Oh my god. Awful. That would suck. Anyways, come on iPad, I just want to back to my list, right? Anyways, the last reason why living near a volcano sucks, you never know. It may accompany with an earthquake or a tsunami. A volcanic eruption may trigger a tsunami or an earthquake. Like, oh my god. Because volcanoes erupt is when, well, there's so many reasons why a volcano will erupt. It can either be when the tectonic plates meet. It's just called when the tectonic plates meet and they like smash into each other. Yes, that's how a volcano erupts. But sometimes volcanoes erupt if there's so much pressure building up inside and it has nowhere to blow up, but it has to blow. Yeah, it will erupt like that. An earthquake happens when two plates meet and they just smash into each other. That's an earthquake. A tsunami is the same thing as an earthquake, but it's under the water. So it's in the sea. So two plates will meet, they crash into each other, and that vibration, that's my phone, and then the vibration will cause a massive wave to form. Shut up, phone. Put my phone on silent. Yeah, two plates meet underneath the ocean and they create a massive wave. That's a tsunami. Yeah, and you never know. That volcano will create a much large eruption. The ground will shake, and the waves will get bigger, and it will flood. Not only that, your house will be covered in lava and ash, but you're also going to get wet. You're going to get wet because it's formed a tsunami. And what if you can't swim? Oh my gosh, you'll run the risk of drowning. And what if let's say, not like the ground is beginning to shake. The ground's beginning to shake, and ground's beginning to shake, and you saw a volcano erupting, and then you notice that your house is beginning to fall down because it's created an earthquake. And that sucks. So not only that a volcano's erupting, but you're dealing with an earthquake as well. And not only the volcano's erupting, you're dealing with a tsunami as well. That's horrifying. That's why I want to make this video. That's why I want to make this video. Like, reasons why living near a volcano sucks. So if you're going to a town, you move into a town and there's a volcano, don't live in that town that has a volcano. Because you never know, that's going to erupt, and that's going to explode, and that's going to, and your area is going to be covered in ash or lava, and fissures will come out. Yeah, that's just mental. Don't live near a volcano. I mean, if a volcano's extinct, then yeah, you go ahead, live near an extinct one. But if it's dormant or active, don't live near it. Especially an active one, because that's gonna erupt, and it's gonna destroy everything in its path. So, anyways, yeah, guys, that's the end of my video. No negative comments, please. And by the way, how can you write a negative comment? How can you write a negative comment? I'm pretty sure everyone thinks this idea is stupid. Living near a volcano. Well, there are some people that live near a volcano. There are towns that has a volcano. I do see people have like a really nice looking house, and in the distance is a volcano. If you look out if you go into your garden and you look up, there's a volcano right there. It's right in front of your face. What if that erupts? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I just don't. I love volcanoes. I love volcanoes. They look cool when they erupt. But I certainly don't want to live near one. I don't want to live right near one. Especially in like Hawaii or Iceland or Japan. Because they have volcanoes. I don't want to live near one. I mean, I'll visit one. Right. Because I do love volcanoes. I will visit a volcano, but I don't want to live near it. Because you die. You'll kill you. They kill you. But hey, but most people, they love volcanoes so much they'll live near it, and then all of a sudden a volcano erupts, and then they're either injured or dead because a volcano's erupted. Alright, so yeah, so people, but this is my opinion, okay, so don't comment negative. Like I said before, I don't know how the hell would you comment negative, because some people may think this idea is, people may agree with me, say yeah, that's a silly idea, who lives near a volcano. But don't, if you do live near a volcano and you love it, respect my opinion. Don't go, oh, shut up, Tyrese. What is wrong with that? What's wrong with living near a volcano? It's wicked. It's peaceful. Peaceful? Peaceful? Okay. Extinct volcano. Living near an extinct volcano. Okay, peaceful. It doesn't erupt no more. Dormant or active? An active volcano. You think that's peaceful? Deal with those loud ass noises. Come on. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video right there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. And goodbye.